of the biggest swaps that you can make when shopping, especially for your kids, is getting the right bread for sandwiches. This one is Heidelberg. It has literally just like 4 ingredients, unlike the other breads, so definitely make that swap. And just look at your ingredients. Don't look at calories more, but look at your ingredients in your food. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It is a great day because 1, I'm back here talking with you guys and doing more YouTube videos, and 2, we are talking about a topic that I am so passionate and strongly attached to, which is sugar addiction. So I know I'm filming this for YouTube. Do not mind me in the top video. I'm actually gonna be looking at this screen because I'm recording on this one. So we're gonna kind of do 2-for-1 style. But seriously though, if you're struggling with sugar cravings, this video, I'm going to be sharing how Carnivore helps overcome sugar addiction by resetting your body, stabilizing your blood sugar, and ending the craving cycle. So if you're curious on doing Carnivore, how that may help you, and you want to do it for either weight loss, sugar addiction, your gut health, food freedom, this video is for you. Now, don't mind me, I have 2 animals crisscrossing behind me, which is my bird and also my little dog, so we might have interruptions, I'm not sure yet, but here we go. So basically, we all know that sugar is really addictive, right? Your dopamine hits, your blood sugar roller coasters, constant cravings, or snacking throughout the day. You have brain fog, you have fatigue, you're bloated, you have anxiety. These are all things that are contributing by eating sugar. So we're gonna try to break that habit. And if you're like me and you're sick of being bloated, you're sick of having cravings every single night for chocolate, you're always craving sugar when you go out, no matter what dinner you eat, you always want sugar afterwards, that is a bad sign that we are addicted, okay? So, have you ever opened up a bag of cookies and told yourself you're only gonna eat one or 2, that's it, and suddenly half the bag is gone? Addiction right there. So we're gonna dive into it on a couple of fun things that I've also written down. I'm gonna try to get my notes as I'm recording on 2 cameras here, but I have some notes written down as what's helped me, and in general, some facts about Carnivore and sugar addiction and how this might help you. So let's dive into it. So by doing Carnivore, you're also eliminating the source for the addiction. So sugar addiction thrives when we are constantly stimulating our dopamine reward system. You want more, you eat less, but then you want more later. By cutting out all plant-based carbs and sugars, fruit, processed foods, hidden sugars, Carnivore helps eliminate those triggers that keep us craving more. So keeps those cravings alive. You fuel it a little bit, you're gonna want more. And that's where that push and pull comes with being addicted to certain foods. Without constant sugar hits, your taste buds and brain start to reset. So even for me, when we started doing Carnivore almost 3 years ago, once you start eliminating those foods, right? And that's hard. I get it. I was there. I lived it. But once you really break free of like, I'm not even buying this anymore. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it, which is a big one. Your body starts to reset, okay? One thing that happens is you're stabilizing your blood sugar. Sugar spikes, insulin surges, energy crashes, craving cycles, we're gonna start to stabilize. Animal protein and fat create stable blood glucose and long-lasting satiety, which is also a huge benefit. For example, if you have diabetes, my husband has type 1 diabetes, he noticed a huge difference with his blood sugar levels with eliminating carbs, eliminating the sugars, okay? There's no more highs and lows, no more urgent needs for sugar moments, and a lot of people, I'm not gonna speak on those people who actually have it, but they tend to try to get away, and I'm not saying everybody, but it's that feeling of when your blood sugar is super low, you tell yourself, okay, well, I'm gonna eat that cupcake because I need some sugar. And that gives us the excuse to eat certain junk foods because you're rationalizing it with, I need sugar. So when you start eating carnivore, your blood sugar does start to stabilize, and you're not going to see those extremes anymore. You're going to see those middle grounds. And not to say there's not going to be high days, low days, because protein and working out and lifestyle, like, things can make you go up and down. But on a daily basis, with eating carbs, eliminating carbs, sugar, eliminating sugar, you're going to see that stability happen. Another thing is you're going to increase your satiety and fullness, which is something that I am obsessed with, because I was that constantly restricting, but thinking about food, eating foods, eating more foods, feeling full, wanting more chocolate, all the things. So meat, fat, protein signal satiety hormones, leptin, CCK, and you're going to feel satiated. You're going to eat that meal. You're going to stop when you're full. You're going to eat when you're hungry. And when you're nourished with nutrient-dense foods, you're simply not hungry for sugar. It is true. It is true. When we started cooking with more tallow, ghee, and butter in our foods, I walked away from those meals like I am done, either for the day or I'm done until dinner. Like, I'll have breakfast and dinner. Like, I am not snacking throughout the day. So this breaks the binge and restrict cycle, because cravings lose their power when you're satisfied. So huge win for there. And I know a lot of people fall into that category, because I'm one of them. And I've talked to so many clients, so many people who relate. That is a big one. So satiety levels go up. Next thing that happens is you're rewiring your dopamine pathways. So sugar hijacks dopamine by making us chase constant rewards. We're sugar here, sugar there. We want a reward here. We want to hit those dopamine highs. So we're rewiring those dopamine pathways with not needing sugar anymore. Carnivore replaces with natural satisfaction from those nutrient-dense foods. It's one of those scenarios where, I know it sounds silly, but if you're in a forest and you're starving, you're gonna eat the meat. You're not gonna go looking for the lettuce or picking certain things off the tree. Yes, obviously if we're starving, we're gonna eat that, but you're gonna go after the meat. You're gonna start craving the meat, and you're gonna eat it until you're satisfied and satiated. Over time, you're gonna begin to crave more steak, more eggs, and savory foods instead of the sweets. So that's what's gonna happen. Usually it depends on the person, but like for me, it took about 30 days, 2 months, where I really stopped craving certain things. Now I can easily go to a party and look at cupcakes or cake, desserts, all the things, and I don't crave them anymore. And not only that, but like, I was a huge lettuce person. Like, grilled chicken salads, that was me. You go to a restaurant, it was grilled chicken, it was a little bit of salmon, my salads on there, and I do not even look at lettuce twice. Like, I can't imagine eating lettuce again. No. So that's a big one. Carnivore also with sugar heals your gut and inflammation. So processed carbs feed bad gut bacteria. So bacteria demands more sugar, okay? So carnivore starves out those bacteria and balances the gut microbiome, so you're not craving the sugar anymore. You're gonna be less bloated, fewer cravings. Cravings are no longer driven by gut dysbiosis. Dysbiosis? How am I saying? Dysbiosis? I don't know. Whatever. Brain frog. If you know, you know. Anyway, so another thing is that it resets your plate. So eating is so much simpler. It's not more complicated. After 2 or 3 weeks, many people find sweet things taste overpowering or unpleasant. Happened to me, and happened to me again a couple weeks ago when I was eating. I wanted to see how I would feel if I incorporated some chocolate chips in my diet at night, and I did that. And I cannot think about eating it again. Like, the taste of the chocolate was so sweet and like weird tasting to me, and I'm like, I used to eat this every night, not a missed day, put it in my purse, like I would have it, and it tasted too sugary and I didn't want it anymore. So meat and animal fats start tasting incredibly satisfying, like I said, and your plates start to get super simple. You got your meat, you have a little bit of dairy if you can tolerate it, seafood if you like it, and it starts getting simpler. So carnivore, the palate reset makes it easier to view sugar as an appealing instead of tempting, and you really start to build up that reset in your body of craving different foods and getting away from the sugars. Huge benefit there. And also, even for me in the beginning, I was eating more on the healthier side for many years now anyway, so I really didn't like focus on what people said when we went out to dinner. Like, I knew what I was getting, like it didn't bother me. But I noticed that on Carnivore, a lot of people could get pushback when they're out with family or friends or at parties, thinking that it's hard to eat out because of what people are judging you, or there's just nothing to eat, XYZ. So there's no more calorie counting or willpower battles around the sweets, which is great going out. You're not even looking at that dessert table. And then Carnivore simplifies food decisions and eliminates sugar grips. You're gonna go after the steak, you're gonna go after the burgers, you're gonna eat the lamb, the chicken wings, like all these different variety foods. Like it's not that small list of foods that you can only eat. There's so much variety. You're just not eating the sides. You're not eating the processed foods. Stay away from seed oils and you will be in good hands. And then this really truly creates that food freedom because you're no longer controlled by the cravings, and then your plates and like the meals that you're eating really do get so simple. It's so good. So bottom line, Carnivore doesn't just make, it doesn't just mask your cravings. It really removes the triggers. It balances your hormones, heals the gut, and rewires your brain, giving you long-term freedom from sugar addiction. So that is why I love Carnivore. That is one of the biggest reasons why I stayed on it, because I do have a huge sugar addiction with chocolate especially. So every time I ate it, I'm bloated, I'm uncomfortable. I ate a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, always uncomfortable. So when I really just let go of everything, I stopped craving it after like 30 days, 2 months, and I'm only gripping for the steaks, the burgers every day, the lamb rack, the chicken wings, the ground turkey, or when we have sardines or mackerel at night, I have a little bit of dairy, I have my raw milk, I have full fat yogurts, I have kefir that I strain myself. So there's little things here and there to swap out for. Even if you still have that little bit of sugar, like addiction in the beginning, swap it out for some yogurt, swap it out for a glass of kefir. Just start programming yourself to eat a different way. And it's hard. Like I said, I get it. I was there, but it's so doable. And if you ask yourself, like, why am I truly doing this? What am I struggling with? What do I want to improve? Whether it's as simple as just like mental clarity or gut health, or you have autoimmune, or you have diabetes, or you just want to feel better, or you want to take the guesswork out of eating, you hate calorie counting, you're constantly using the scales to balance out your macros and this and that. And when you take that away and realize that you do not need vegetables or the fruits or the side dishes, it gets so simpler and you do start to feel better. I'm telling you guys, it's been almost 3 years. I do not eat vegetables. I'll have fruit randomly in the summer if it's like a piece of watermelon. I don't have fruits. I don't take any vitamins. I literally eat a little bit of dairy. I eat steak. I eat burgers, meat. I have cold cuts once in a while. Like if we have Genoa salami or turkey wraps, I'll have that. Eggs and seafood maybe once every couple of months if we're like somewhere where someone has seafood, like I'll have shrimp or something like that. But it gets so simpler and you'll just feel so good. And I'm telling you, like mental clarity, I'm not working out as nearly as much as I did before. I was working out like 2-3 hours a day sometimes. Not eating enough, always restricting, always thinking about food. And then now 3 years in, I'm eating more than I ever have. I'm literally not counting calories. I'm eating all the steak, spoonfuls of butter, the raw milk at night, like all of the things. I'm not working out. Maybe I'll work out for maximum 45 minutes if it's like a certain leg day that we're doing a program. I'm not doing anything else special. I feel better. I'm not just laying on the couch, dwindling away, eating my steak. Like I have so much more energy. I sleep better. It's overall just so good. So good. And I'm not saying that it's for everybody. Some people could complain about it. Some people just can't do it, and that's fine. But to say that this is not like our optimal diet is just silly, because we thrived off of this for thousands of years. And our ancestors thrived off of meat. So to say that we can't eat that much meat and it's scary, or my cholesterol, or this, that, the other thing, is just super silly. So anyway, to each their own. I'm just letting you guys know this because I feel so much better eating this way, and I know a lot more people do as well. So we're just sharing this. If it works for you and you want to try it, that's great. If it doesn't and you don't want to do it, and you're eating vegetables and you're eating the carbs and you're eating the fruits and this and that, and you're thriving and you feel great, then that is great. Like I'm not putting you down and saying that that's not good for you. Then that's great that you feel good that way. So I'm just sharing my story and what I know that works for me, what works for my husband, what's working for our kids. and just the awareness with food in general, because instead of counting calories, we should be counting ingredients. And that's something that I will definitely stick by because it makes a huge difference. And sometimes a lot of us, me including in the past, do not realize the amount of toxins that are in these foods. As simple as goldfish or Oreos is like one of the worst ones, or potato chips. Like, they're terrible. They're terrible, terrible. So look at your ingredients, not your calories, and you will feel better. But anyway, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I have a ton of coaching spots open for this month, starting fresh. So reach out to me, go to my coaching website, ChristinaRufoCoaching.com, sign up for one-on-one calls, sign up for coaching packages. I will get you set up with your own nutrition plan, fitness, wellness, overall lifestyle shifts, and we will start you there. But thanks for hanging in this video, guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.